Hi, my name is Suzanne and I'm a teacher from a little school in Sweden, and I will tell you about my first proper incident on Lesbos when I was there as a volunteer almost 4.5 years ago. My colleague Johan and I went to Lesbos to work as volunteers, and the first night we decided to go down to the beach to just see what happens when boats come in. And we were sitting around the campfire together with the other volunteers that were there. Nothing really happened. We were just sitting there having a good time, sitting by the fire. It was nice and cozy and warm. And all of a sudden this huge white van came driving, and they drove all the way down to the beach, all the way down to the water, and 3 guys in diving suits ran out of the car, and one of the guys ran out into the water, and 2 of the guys got huge lamps out and pointed them out to the water. And only then, not before then, we heard the noise from a boat that were coming towards the shore. And all of a sudden the area exploded with activity. And since this was our first night, we didn't really know what to do. We were just there to observe and to look what happened so we could help the next time we came. So Johan told me, please get your phone and start filming. So I got my phone out and I started filming. And I filmed just as long as I felt I could stand there without doing anything. 8 seconds. And by the time I had my phone down in my pocket again and turned around to see what happened and what Johan was doing, he came towards me with a little baby in his arms. And he was holding a mother in his other arm. And there were 3 or 4 children coming along together with them. There were so many people. There were like 70 people on this boat, and they just kept on coming. And there were so many feelings. There was this little teenage boy. He came and he gave us all a high five. And there were lots of young girls, and they were so sad. I remember one girl, she sat down by the fire, and I helped her take her very wet shoes and socks off, and she was crying. And I asked her how she was doing and why she was crying. And she said, now I am safe, but my family is still in Syria. Du får bryta där, jag klarar inte det.
Ta andas lite bara.
Det är okej. The little baby that was in Johan's arms had been born 3 or 4 days earlier in the forest on the other side of the sea. This mom had taken her kids. She was pregnant, heavily pregnant, and she left Syria, went to Turkey, and in the forest she gave birth to this little baby while waiting to go across the ocean to safety in Europe. We stayed the whole evening, and after this boat I think there were 4 more boats coming. So many people, at least 60 or 70 in each boat. So it was a quick start of the volunteering period. And then we went to this beach every night. We worked in the camp during the days, and we went to the beach at the night time. And we met ever so many people. But this boat with this young mother and her newborn baby that she just handed over to Johan because she was so tired after being in this boat for 6 hours out on sea. That had a huge impact on me and how I continued working with refugees. And this little boy who made a high five to everybody, I still remember his face. This young woman who were devastated because she was so sad because of all the family and friends she left behind. The volunteers are definitely not the heroes in this tragedy, this volunteer and refugee crisis. The refugees are the big heroes. They left everything to try to find a new and safer future for themselves and their children. They are the huge heroes.